So I wanted to share this testimony real quick because it's a powerful testimony. It's a healing testimony, but even more so than that, it shows the goodness of the pursuit of God and the way that God is long-suffering, steadfast, and pursuing people. And so there's this girl that I met like 3 weeks ago. I was leaving the music store and I just seen her in the parking lot. I could tell that she was probably homeless, whatever. And I just was like, hey, what's up? And it was crazy because even then, I don't even know what, like I was just in a random mood and I was just like yelling across the parking lot, you know, it's like, hey, what's up? And she just came over and we started talking and, you know, I shared some of my testimony. I knew she was on drugs. And so she basically was saying she was in church. She left, She signs up for my program. I signed up to her to work with me and then I can't get in touch with her. And so I'm praying for her. This is the power of intercession. A week later, I see her in the jail and I'm like, oh, you know, God got her. He pulled her over. And so I'm talking to her in the jail. She gets out. I'm like, yeah, call me. I don't hear from her again. Guess what? So last night I'm driving and randomly, I was on the way home and randomly I'm like, oh, I want to stop at Giant. It's like 10:30 at night or something. I'm like, I want to get a coconut water or kombucha or something. So I pull over at Giant. And as soon as I put my car in park, it scared me because I look up and someone's at my window, and then I see, because I have tinted windows, so she couldn't see who it was. She doesn't know it was me. And I see it turn, and I said, oh, here we go, and I open the door. And I said, wow, this is crazy. I wonder why I keep seeing you. And she's like, oh, it's you, you know, kind of thing. And she's like, yeah, me and my boyfriend were just trying to get some, you know, food or whatever. And I noticed she was limping. And I was like, what happened? She's like, oh, it's like a nerve issue I have in my leg. She's like, from like my knee down, it's paralyzed. Like I can't feel anything. It's just numb. And so she's limping really bad, like every step. And so I pray for her leg. And it's just a simple prayer and faith, right? But then after I prayed, she kind of started getting emotional. Her countenance kind of shifted to being emotional a little bit. And I said, hey, man, it's going to be all right. And I gave her a hug. And I said, like, God's going to get you through this, you know? And then we started walking towards like where her boyfriend was sitting because I was gonna take him inside, and she just stops and she's like, oh my gosh. She's like, God healed me. And she just starts bawling. She loses it. She just stops dead in her tracks and just starts bawling. She's like, he healed me. But this is what was interesting. She said, I can feel my toes. And then she said, he has a purpose for me. That was like what kept coming out of her mouth. She said, he has a purpose for me. He has a purpose for me. She used to be in church. She knew God's real. She said, he healed me. I can feel my toes. It's, oh my gosh, I can't believe this. She's walking, completely healed, limp, completely gone. Walks to her boy. She's like, babe, he just healed me. Now he's testifying. He's like, dude, that's crazy. She couldn't do that. He's testifying, right? But what's interesting is two things. The pursuit of God, how I got to, you know, be able to witness how he's just pursuing her. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just one of the things he's using for that. But then also that part of the testimony was not just, oh, he healed me, you know what I mean? Was that he has a purpose for me. That's what was standing out to her. He has a purpose for me. She kept saying, he has a purpose for me. He has a purpose for me. And I said, yeah. I said, he's going to get you through this, you know? And so anyways, I wanted to share that testimony because it really blessed me to see, like, man, God is really like, he pursues people. And then I look and I'm like, dude, God was never ceased to like pull me over to get my attention. We just don't be listening, you know what I'm saying? Or we listen for a moment and then go back to what we want to do. Anyways.